Early years and political rise. Lyndon B. Johnson's journey from rural Texas to the House of Representatives began with his early education in a one-room schoolhouse. He quickly showed a passion for politics and government, and this interest led him to serve as president of his high school class and debate team. Johnson's political career took off when he became a congressional aide in Washington, D.C., where he gained valuable experience and contacts that would serve him well in the future. Through his support of New Deal policies and programs, Johnson demonstrated his commitment to improving the lives of ordinary Americans. His time in the House of Representatives solidified his reputation as a passionate advocate for social reform and economic progress. Johnson's dedication to public service and his ability to build coalitions paved the way for his future successes as a key architect of the Great Society programs. Ascending the political ladder. Lyndon B. Johnson's time in the Senate was marked by his strategic networking and ability to build coalitions. He quickly rose to become Senate Majority Leader, where he used his political prowess to pass important legislation such as the Civil Rights Act of 1957. Johnson's tenure in the Senate solidified his reputation as a skilled negotiator and master of parliamentary procedure, setting the stage for his later achievements as President of the United States. Vice Presidency. During the Kennedy-Johnson era, Lyndon B. Johnson found himself in a complex relationship with President John F. Kennedy. Despite their differences, Johnson was able to use his political skills to help pass important legislation, such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. These achievements solidified Johnson's legacy as a key figure in advancing civil rights and social reform in the United States during his time as vice president. Sudden presidency. Following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson quickly assumed the role of President of the United States. Despite the turmoil and uncertainty of the transition, Johnson displayed strong leadership and determination in securing public trust and unity during a time of great national sorrow. His ability to navigate the sudden presidency and effectively communicate with the American people solidified his position as a capable leader, laying the foundation for the ambitious social programs and reforms he would later champion as the architect of the Great Society. Domestic affairs and the Great Society. Crafting the Great Society, Johnson's landmark civil rights legislation and war on poverty defined his domestic agenda as president. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 into law, prohibiting discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. He also championed the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which aimed to overcome legal barriers preventing African Americans from exercising their right to vote. Additionally, Johnson declared a war on poverty, introducing programs such as Medicare, Medicaid, and Head Start to address economic inequality and improve the lives of low-income Americans. Johnson's commitment to social reform and civil rights solidified his legacy as the architect of the Great Society. Challenges and retirement. In the final years of his presidency, Johnson faced growing opposition to the Vietnam War and decided not to seek re-election. After leaving office in 1969, he retired to his ranch in Texas. Despite his retirement, he continued to advocate for civil rights and social reform, using his influence to push for legislation that benefited the poor and marginalized. Johnson's legacy extended beyond his presidency as his Great Society programs continued to shape U.S. policy for years to come. His efforts in the areas of civil rights, education, and healthcare had a lasting impact on American society, influencing future administrations and shaping the priorities of the Democratic Party. Johnson's dedication to social reform and his commitment to improving the lives of all Americans solidified his reputation as a champion for the underprivileged and a visionary leader in U.S. history.